nice intro music for this one for a change. Don't have to do anything with that one. So we have session number 65. So this group has lasted longer than Kingmaker did.
Wow.
And Mike knows how long Kingmaker went for.
Oh yeah.
It was considered a long game, so we've been enjoying this one, which is the main thing. So we're up to session number 65, and we started in March of 2018. So quite a while we've been going for.
Yeah, definitely.
And tonight at the table we have one Mark, who will describe his character while I clean up who else is playing.
Hi, I'm playing Hirori Hanso, the human samurai who's been relabeled as the broken one of this adventure. I'm here to pretend to be a proper samurai, even though a couple sessions ago I kind of failed a lot of my samurai questions. So we're here to hopefully beat up some barbarians and get hopefully get some help from the local residents.
And the important person with you is Bruce.
And Bruce the stay-in.
And then Amico.
And Amico too. But
I'm sure she fits underneath Bruce in the scheme of things.
Bruce likes Amico more than me, but anyway, we'll go there.
She only fits under Bruce when it's raining.
I'm going to let that pass. I had so many comments right there, Jeremy. I'm going to let it pass. Okay.
You sure you can get him out now?
No. I'm not going to go down to that level tonight. I promise. I'll wait one more session, okay?
So, Jeremy, what I'm hearing there is challenge. So, online tonight we have Jeremy.
Yes, good evening all. I'm playing Nashru Whiskey, the elven rogue who's the adopted son of Koya. The adopted younger / older son of Koya. And therefore, brother to Sandru Whiskey and multiple other PCs within the party. The youngest son, who is always willing to be helpful and always has the skills required to do what the party needs.
Okay.
And I've realised I hadn't actually healed up Jeremy's character before putting him in.
Oh.
So now he's fully healed as well. Okay, and then the last one tonight we have online is Annie.
I'm playing Bug, who's a changeling witch with a familiar called Splat, who is the adored nephew of Nashru. The cool little armadillo. May or may not be a nightmare demon, but he's a cool guy. Tries his best.
The statement is absolutely true. Splat is adored, and he's a nephew of Nashru.
Yeah.
And he's a demon.
Yes.
So all the statements are true.
That's right. Not necessarily all relevant to the same person, though.
Okay, so this story is a continuation of the Jade Regent. You had met up with a bartender by the name of Amico, who had her dishwasher by the name of Rory following her around everywhere, doing a Wesley from Princess Bride As You Wish moment.
Oh, that's nicely put. Yes, it was. Yes.
And then we.
Except, of course, she didn't pay any attention when she realised he meant her, I love you.
It's going to happen eventually. Just wait. Wesley went for the long game, so I'm going for the long game. Okay.
And so then he entered into a love triangle between multiple NPCs.
Not to his wishing, but yes. Yeah.
I think it was at least a quadrilateral.
Depends on which form I was in at the time. Okay.
And you got introduced to new experiences in temples.
Oh yeah. He's learnt a lot since hanging around with Amico and the team.
And so I think most of the Jade Regent has been the story of Hirori coming to age.
I think he's seen a lot more than he's seen in his early ages as a city watch soldier kind of thing. So
the core of the story is getting Amico to the throne of the Jade Regent. Because apparently she is a true descendant of the Emperor and has a right to rule the Empire. As the Emperor is now missing, she is considered one of the next in line for the throne. And so during that journey, you've had many deaths. Many. Well, it's nice to gloss over the numbers.
Whether it's a role-playing game record, we're not sure about that yet, but we'll have to get back to you on that. So.
Well, a lot of your deaths happened in scene changes.
It did, and lots of cup of tea parties I've been told as well during some of those deaths.
So everyone else had a relaxing time watching you get slaughtered on multiple occasions.
Oh, so be it. Yes.
But your soul feels cleansed.
Yes, in some way. I've got a soul, I'm not sure where it's going to. I think Splat's got ownership of it, I believe, still. But we're not sure. So. I'm pretty sure there's a guarantee to that one, yeah.
I'm sure you signed a contract somewhere, maybe twice.
A couple times with Splat I have a feeling, yes, but yes.
Well, you do have his symbol on both hands.
I do
no matter how many bodies you've gone through.
And I do have a symbolic armour that I now wear of his now, so...
You let the man brand you.
Yeah, that's okay. It's like... It's all for the good of the party. I keep saying that to myself. My horse keeps telling me that it is a good idea, so...
And yet of all the party members, Nashru seems to be the one who's walked through avoiding most of the symbology.
You
Yes.
mean most of it? You avoided all of it.
Didn't you try to clean up some of what the little demon was doing at sometimes?
No, I think that was Richard, wasn't
I was
it?
going to say, I think
Might have been.
Yeah, it was Richard, yeah, it was it.
Nashru just avoids it and ignores it. Hopes it goes away.
Well, it so far worked out for you.
The buck put Richard to sleep after that.
Don't worry, I'm sure Splat will be giving you many options on how to put something to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is the Sleeping Beauty curse as well.
There is.
They have to kiss Splat?
No, they just have to kiss their true love.
Okay.
That could be a problem. Anyway, we'll go there.
I'm sure that won't actually, cause any problems.
No, I'm sure not.
Especially when it's true love's first kiss. As the old curse goes.
That's true.
Okay, so currently you have been tasked with cleaning out a bandit encampment. This bandit encampment is well set up. Appears to have decent sentries. And at the moment, half the forces are being engaged by the rest of your party. So,
Along with additional support from the rest of the NPC Ronin community, wasn't it?
the Ronin community with Koya and a few others were taking out the mounted combatants.
Yep.
Whereas you were taking out the
Stronghold.
The stronghold. Because if you try to take on both together, it was considered a losing proposition. Because together they were 10 times stronger than they were separated.
Yeah. And obviously we had to take out both at the same time, because if you took out one and then the other, then they'd be prepared.
Yeah, and one could do quite a lot of damage or fortify in that time.
Yeah.
And while they're expecting their return of their men, they're not as fortified already.
No. So yeah, so we've arrived at the fortress. Nashu and Sandhu did some scouting, and we found a couple watchtowers and the main gate. Decided to go into the western watchtower.
Yep.
And succeeded in getting into the western watchtower. We're just about to start that.
Let's say we're just about to start that. So, to give you a map scale, I've got to make sure I'm clicking on the right thing. Roughly, there are the two different watchtowers. Here's the western one over here, and the eastern one over there, with the main gate here, which you couldn't really see behind.
Yep.
So you crept around to here using tree cover, and we're going to send some people to scale the wall and see if they could take on the bandit.
Well, at least so say yes. Because have we able to see exactly who's up in the watchtower?
No, but they do have a torch up there,
Okay.
which was how you were able to spot the lookouts.
Yeah. So are we going in night or day at the moment?
It is currently night.
Night. Okay. Yeah. Happy with that.
Because during the day it was too
I'm
much.
happy that if we're trying to infiltrate, night is a good time to do it. So
Yeah. The day
I
had too
just
much ground cover.
I
that
just
you
couldn't remember
hide.
exactly whether we'd gone that way or not.
Okay.
Okay. So how far up is the watchtower? What's the wall like that we're trying to climb?
Okay, let's see. About 20 feet up.
Okay, that's easy. Now,
I'm just trying to give you a nice bandit to use.
we worked out that Sandrew was at least almost as invisible as Nashville under most circumstances.
Well, both of you trained together.
Well, that's right. So, but it's how much he's been keeping up the training.
So okay, I can help with this. If they need help scaling the actual cliff, I can give him group aid for both him and Sandrew.
That might be difficult because I'm assuming that you're going to be back a bit in the trees while we try and actually
sorry.
get up there without being
Well,
spotted.
I can't do that then if I'm not next to him down the bottom. So.
I say help would be handy, but I don't think it's going to be suitable at this stage.
That's okay.
And most of the time they're not looking straight down because straight down is very hard to see without putting themselves out in a bad position.
That's alright.
And they're mainly looking for people using lights to navigate with, which I thought it might help if I got the rulebooks associated to the game and brought them over. Actually, having NPCs to pull upon does come in handy.
Yep.
Bandit level 1. Level up here.
That's what I like to hear.
So bandit level 1 upgraded to level 10. I like that.
No, I didn't say that yet. I forgot that last little bit you put in. So.
Okay, upgraded to level 20 then.
No. I'll tell.
You want
Jer-
challenges, don't you?
Jeremy, help me out here.
Hey, I was helping us both out by saying nothing.
Yes, I haven't learned that yet. No. Might take me another year before I learn that one.
Okay, I think we have bandits in this one. Criminals, that works well. It's very hard to get decent creatures of level when you get so many upgrades yourself.
Yep. That's very cool.
Because the NPCs aren't as well defined. Really useful. Okay, so who wants to go first?
I'm holding back till I get the signal.
Yes, well, Nashru will aim to stealthily move across the ground away from where the trees are in and climb the wall, probably just off to the side of the, rather than actually directly underneath it, but just off to the side. So is the lookout, is it open at the top? What sort of thing are we looking at getting
Okay,
into?
so you see that line that's going across the center here?
Yep.
That's the where it's cut out from. So this small section here is open to the sky.
Okay, yeah.
And from there onwards is
that
a tunnel.
Is it effectively on top of the ridge line, or does the ridge line go above it as well?
So it's basically a slope coming up to here.
Yep.
So you're basically traversing an angle.
Yep, okay. And obviously, yeah, so it's effectively at the top in that sense.
Yep.
We can't get past it and then come down from above or anything like that.
You can go around and drop down, but Honestly,
You'll
if
be open at that time anyway. Right?
you'll be open to its view. It sort of juts out a bit, so if you're trying to climb up the sides, it will see you.
Okay, in that case then we'll just, we might as well go directly underneath and go that way. And recommend that Harori and Bug, if they've got missile weapons, have them ready on the unlikely chance that he spots us, and you can potentially try and stop him further from going in that way. But don't shoot unless he calls out.
I'll get my composite long master work.
You're pulling out something other than your sword.
The sword does tell me, what are you doing? And I says, look, just bear with me, you'll get your action soon. Okay? So I do talk to the sword mentally, saying, hey, hang on. As I said, just in case Nashru stuffs up, I'm taking the bow out. So.
Okay.
So I think composite bow's got a fair bit of distance too, actually.
It does. It actually it may be within inside your disadvantage range.
Your volley range.
Let me check.
And volley should only be about 50 feet at most, I would have thought, so you could probably at least potentially step back enough to not be in volley range.
You would have to step back to not be in volley range.
So,
There we go. NPCs.
Okay,
I wouldn't think too far, because obviously it's 20 feet up and this tree line was 30 feet away or something, so...
Okay, so the other book that has. Oh, thank you very much.
no worries.
Not that it really matters, because so you may find if you step back, you probably can't see properly if you're in the you get deeper in the trees, you may not get a sight, so you'll still be at disadvantage.
So 30 feet is my volley thing. So
Oh, 30 feet, is it? Oh, yeah, it should be fine.
range of 100 feet. Not as big as the D&D one, which I think is more, but I don't hit like a truck with this one, that's all. For obvious reasons.
Hopefully it won't be needed anyway.
That's a new thing I didn't check.
What's up?
Propulsion comes with it. That's okay, I can work it out on the slide.
Propulsion,
Yeah, so...
you just need to get a strength bonus.
Or half your strength
Or half your
bonus.
strength bonus, I should say.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's,
The damage.
I think I've got that anyway. Yeah, that's right. I can work that out. That's okay.
Now, Sandrew's confident he can climb up fairly easily.
He's confident he can climb as well as you can.
Well, I suspect Nashu's a climb a bit better now because he picked up the real climbing from the Kami.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably, unless Nashu's got a similar item, he'll probably be. He can still climb up easily because it's slow. It won't be difficult. Just he might be a little bit slower than Nashru.
I'm sure Nashru has a similar item to Nashru.
Okay, all good.
Just that Sandrew may not have the similar item to Nashru.
Okay, I thought I said Sandru, but I believe you.
It's okay, I'm just teasing you. I knew what you meant. Sandrew is basically spec'd as a wall climbing rogue.
All good. Okay. And it's like it's well, particularly it's only 20 feet, so even without a ring, it means that he might take 2 actions to get up instead of 1. So,
But I'm letting Jeremy go first.
yep. So, so Nashru will climb up to the edge, so using stealth, and he will then allowing Sandru time to get up in his 2 actions. Nashru is basically going to stay just off the edge, just off the lip, and ready to, so we can effectively leap over together, assuming he doesn't spot either of us as we go up. But obviously, Nashru's ready if the bandit actually spots Sandru or something and tries to raise the alarm.
So first 20 of the night.
So do you want a stealth roll?
I believe that was Sandrew's stealth roll.
Oh, the sanction. Okay. I was a bit concerned it was.
Yeah, me too.
Sanction.
That's like.
Well, Nashru's almost the same, almost as good with Sanju, but he only got a total of 43 for stealth.
Okay,
It's
so
18. So.
checking their perception. What did you get at 43?
43, yeah.
So you both got a critical success.
Right. And then, yep, so basically as soon as he's ready, effectively next round, Nashru will aim to jump over and, let's say, we don't have knockout rules in this, do we? Like where you can try and use the sap type thing and get a percentage chance to knock someone out, can you?
You do have sap, because I know I got it on my.
Well, we got saps, but the idea, it's the sort of thing that effectively you've got to do the whole hit points of damage in order to stop them having any chance of actually making any sound.
I believe there is a knockout rule, as long as you've got the special ability. Just that you've got to have it.
There's a separate
Yeah, I think
weapon or skill or something for it, isn't there?
Yeah, you automatically get sap as a rogue. I think it's something else. I think so.
Yeah, so like he certainly got a sap, but I didn't notice anything in the sap that talks about. It just says it's non-lethal damage. So.
Did you check out the critical special abilities of the sap? Because it should have.
No, I didn't look at that one, but specialisation effects.
Yeah.
The sap is a club. You can knock the target away from you up to 10 feet. So it's force movement. So. Yeah. Excellent.
Okay.
We'll see if hopefully we'll get it. We'll get to kill him before we actually react in any way.
I'm just going to quickly look up the sap to see if that has anything listed on it. Where is it?
So I think I did look before, and I don't think there was anything. It just says, yeah, 10 is wide in the group to disperse the force of blow. Its weapon's purpose is to knock its victims out rather than draw blood. But unfortunately, yes, it's like some addition to the rules that you say, okay, for every point of damage you inflict, you get a percentage chance of knocking them out instantly or whatever. But we'll see how we go.
Yeah, so if you've got a club speciality, you can actually knock them away from you up to 10 feet.
That's right, yeah. You can knock them away, but it's not actually the same as knock them out.
So sap is just doing lethal, deep damage.
Oh, good. We'll see if I can take him out anyway. Assuming that he hasn't spotted us and we've got surprise, Nashru will effectively leap over the edge that he's just hanging off at the moment and put an attack in.
So I think for this stage, what I'm going to give you is the equivalent of the sleep spell if you can critically hit him. So on a critical hit with a bludgeoning weapon where you're intending non-lethal damage, you have the effects of sleep, which will make it a simple way of doing knockouts without breaking the rules.
That sounds fair, yep. I'm happy to go with that plan.
It uses your class DC as the sleep DC.
Yep, fair enough. So I'm sure I put that down somewhere. But yeah, well, let's see if we hit with the critical first of all, I guess. So in that case, then we will go with the sap. We've got the chance of knocking out without, as an instant, rather than stabbing and hoping it was enough damage. So, 16. AC 36.
AC 36.
Against
That was the number you needed for a critical hit.
Opponent. So,
Well, technically you got a little bit higher then, but you still got a critical hit.
Yep, that's cool. And then the rogue DC. I'm sure I had it written down in here somewhere. This is one of those things that in one of the recent levels, oh yes, your rogue DC increases to expert or mastery or something, and I'm thinking, I don't have anything that he uses the word DC, so
Well, now you've got a good reason to have a rogue DC ready.
So
well, that's right,
that's
and that's
10
right. I'm
plus
sure I put it into
your
into the
skill
your
plus
character sheet, your stat sheet. I'm sure it appeared in there.
your
But,
expert level. So. Oh, 34 for mine. So. Looks that right.
well, if you want to roll his save, we can get an idea whether it's going to be in the ballpark or not.
Well, he rolled his fort save and got a DC. He got a 15 versus your DC, which means he should fail. But whether it's a critical fail or a failure remains to be seen.
So if you're expert, you're going to be at least 29 plus your agility, I think, if you're rogue. It's a primary skill.
Yeah, which is +4.
So 33 should be his expert level.
So,
And you added the 10 for the base
So
job.
10, 9, 8, 9.
yeah, so rogue class DC is expert, and
We got 10 for that, so it's 29 plus, yeah, 33 should be. That's me, you were going
and
with
yeah,
that.
so +4 for dexterity, +13 for level. So that's what 13, 17, 21. I'm assuming it starts at +10, does it?
Plus 10, yeah.
Yep.
So it's at least 31. So, but I don't know if there's any other modifiers into a class DC, because as I say, it's not something I have to look at.
Okay, so as you are at least 12th level, because you're 13th now, aren't you?
13th level, yeah.
I give you the heightened version of sleep, which means that when you knock them out, they continue sleeping unless woken. So you've got him unconscious for an hour.
I'll probably do it. And just in case it matters, I mean, I don't know how many hit points he had anyway, but he did take 12. Oh, hang on, it was critical, wasn't it? So, where am I? 12, 14, 16, 20, 24 non-lethal damage. So,
Well, you almost took him down to double digits.
Yeah, he's quite level now.
Alright, if he had that many hit points, I'm glad I didn't try and stab him for the insta-kill.
Hey, he's a challenging guard.
Yep, that's right there.
So he and Nashru catches him on the other side as part of your move.
Yep. Well, sounds good, you mean? Yep, happy with that.
Oh, but the two of you, one knocks him out, one catches him.
Yeah, okay, so basically, yes, we managed to take the tower without raising an alarm, is the main point right now. So what are we actually looking at in this tower?
Okay, so looking in, you see stairs going down.
Yep.
There is a gallon jug of water, a clay vessel holding 20 arrows, fletching up, so it's basically an easy shooting platform.
They've got ammunition ready for fending off. Yep.
And there's enough of a lip here that unless you're attacking from a distance, they've got full cover from people below them.
Yeah.
Which is why they couldn't see you from directly below them.
Yep. The
And behind them is a portcullis in the wall that could be dropped.
okay. Okay. So effectively, yes, they can. If the lookout got taken, they can still try and provide some second line of defence. You mean? Yep.
And in her hand is a signal arrow.
Right.
She had a longbow and signal arrow ready.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we got in without her letting it off.
So you think if she had one action, it would have been fire the signal arrow.
Yep. In which case then, Nasru, hey, Sandhu, hey, you want to tie her up good and proper and put a rope or two down the side for the others to climb up. I'll just go and have a quick scout of the corridor to make certain there's no one actually immediately on our tail at the bottom of the stairs or something. So.
There you go, Jeremy. Nice little.
Okay. I will go down to that doorway then, obviously being quiet, and then listen at the door to see if I can hear anything on the other side. As I said, basically, while I'm doing that, the others can be aiming to come up the wall with the aid of the rope. Perception, listening at the door of 41.
Okay, you hear the sound of movement of the grating of whetstone on blade, a murmuring of people chatting, the crackling of a fire.
Can I get an indication as to how many people might be on the other side?
With the conversation, at least 2, could be more.
Right.
But they haven't been alerted to anything yet.
I'm happy with that. So, well, so I'll be taking a minute or two to do that, and then I will come back and let the others know what we're looking at the next stage. Assuming everyone managed to get up the, well, I'll actually give it a couple minutes, standing behind, right at the door there, or just behind it if it's going to open, so that if someone falls and yells or something like that while they're trying to climb the wall, and I'll get grazed, I can be behind the door ready to take it out if anyone runs through.
Yep.
Was it particularly hard to climb? Like, should I fly instead?
It shouldn't be that hard to climb, especially with a rope.
There is a rope there, but hey, you've got Harori with you.
Hey, I'm master in athletics now. Settle down a bit, okay?
And
Like I said, you've got Harori with you.
Oh, okay, point
it's a sloping board you're climbing, so it's not actually, you can almost hold the rope and walk up.
It is an athletic roll.
That's alright. Not bad for the first time here. It's above average, so that's good. 34 for me.
Okay, so there's a bit of a clanging as Harori makes his way up.
34.
You were making a stealth roll, you were making an athletics roll.
Damn it. I had to say that, didn't I? Yeah.
And you have no problems getting up onto the top.
Well, I'm wearing heavy armor, so I can't expect anything.
So Jeremy, the sounds are behind the door stop.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even hear anyone talking or sharpening their weapon anymore. They just cut off, and you hear the sound of Harori reaching and getting up onto the landing.
And so, hopefully I'm not hearing Sandhu admonishing Harori saying, quiet when you're coming up here, jeez.
No, you don't hear anything from Sandhu whatsoever.
Just a glare. Just a glare. I got a glare.
Right.
Well, okay, I'll be there if they've looked to investigate, but okay, working on the idea that the others are not going to start coming down until I get the signal back from me to say clear. I'll give it a couple more minutes then to see if they start up their conversation and or sharpening again. Thinking, hang on, they might have heard something, but then decided, oh, hang on, yeah, probably just someone else somewhere in the compound.
Bug rolled a 19 on climbing.
What did Bug roll?
19.
19, okay, you make it up, but considering you're not wearing heavy armor, not much sound is made of you getting up there.
Okay.
Yeah, poor Dagon. Fair call.
And yes, you also see Sandhu giving your samurai a glare at the noise he's making.
Well, drain stealth, so it's like trying.
And as usual, you didn't hear Splat come up the side of the wall, but he's there.
Yeah. such a cool guy.
So does the sound start up again after a couple minutes?
Okay, so give me a perception roll, Jeremy.
9:34.
Okay, you hear the sounds of someone stealthily moving away from you down a set of stairs. And the sound of a bow being drawn.
So I will move back up towards the base of the stairs and basically step up the stairs enough to be able to indicate to the others that, yep, Nashvi's blown it. Oh, sorry, Hawaii blown it.
And then
expected.
And then you hear 2 taps on the door and then 3 taps on the door.
Working on the idea that the sentry, while he's up in the watchtower, would not be able to hear that or notice that, considering how far away it is at the door.
You can hear it echo down the corridor while you're moving away.
Okay, so they're designed to be solid knocks on the door as opposed to just gentle taps. Is that right?
You think it more of something that shouldn't carry out of the complex too far, but you could easily hear it at the guard post.
Right. Okay.
Then you could easily respond at the guard post.
What, by banging on the floor or something? You mean, or
you can bang on the portcullis. It's also made of wood.
Okay. So, basically I will signal that it's been blown, and I will move back to the door quickly but quietly, and test to see if it's open, and or get ready to either pull it open or push it open, whichever way it's going to open, in that sort of way.
It doesn't have a lock, but when you push, you feel that there's a bar across it. You think the bar is put down whenever the lookout actually goes out onto the rest.
Mm-hmm. Is there a gap between the door and the wall where it looks like I might be able to put a dagger through to raise the bar?
Yes. I said they're smart, not perfect.
No, that's of course. And I still officially can't hear anything on the other side. Like I can hear the definite silence of someone being quiet. Is that right?
Give me another perception roll.
Yeah, dogs. 33.
33. Okay, so as we have a couple of people moving in, let me see, we have Mark, Annie, Splat, and Amico, and Sandru. And so basically, as you can hear them coming around the corner, you hear a clicking sound from the door on the other side of the door from where you are, and then the sound of the portcullis shutting behind everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So second trigger.
So basically, they didn't get the response, so they secured the door.
Very cool.
Yep. But the rest of us were inside the portcullis at that point. Is that right?
They were, yes.
Yep. Okay. I wasn't with the portcullis at the top of the stairs or the bottom of the stairs, so I was a bit concerned for them.
It's at the top of the stairs. You saw it from the entryway.
Yep. So unbelievable. Jeez.
Okay, so I'll give you some room dimensions to work with.
Yes. I'm sure that we discussed the fact that we're doing a stealthy entry, So presumably that meant people would take heavy armor off? I don't know. Jeez.
Well, you forgot to tell and imply, so
And I can't do it because Splat's around, Splat would tell me off. So that's what I'm going with, and I'm going to stick with it. Okay.
Yeah, I said. It'll be talked about afterwards, because obviously Nash's response to that would be, yeah, and you listen to an animal?
Not with demon.
It lights up with his eyes. Okay. What can I say on that one? Okay. So Splat's eyes open, light up. My armor lights up with his eyes. So it's like one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So now that should have hopefully popped through to here. Has not, so I'll just do a quick refresh.
Yep.
Give you some idea of what you're looking at.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now Jeremy, give me a thievery check and a stealth check.
Dice aren't liking me much right now. Where am I? Thievery. What's it called? Thievery of 30 and stealth of 28.
Okay, so you managed.
7 and a 3.
You managed to succeed in getting the door open, and of him not noticing you're actually doing it.
Oh, cool. Like I said, that was a 7 and a 3, so.
Considering he was actively watching.
That's right.
That's how good you are. But you didn't critically succeed.
No, that's not surprising. It'd be why if I critically succeed on a 3. It wouldn't mind me at all, I'd be very happy, but hey.
Well, I'll wait for Nashua to give me a signal.
Yeah, that's right. Nashu's giving the hand signals to, yep.
Come down.
Get down here. And he will look to open the door either when Harori starts making way too much noise, or as they get close. I'm guessing it's basically after 2 steps, you have to open the door.
Give me a stealth roll for everyone else.
This is where you can use your team skill there.
Yes, I will help everyone stealth roll except for myself. I could roll, but I don't think I'm.
Sandhu gives you a hand.
Just my dex, isn't it? Because I'm not trained, isn't it?
It's just your dex bonus if you're not trained, yes. You don't get to add your level.
No, it's probably
Which is...
+4, which is good, better than nothing.
What was that, Annie?
What was our level now?
You're a level 13.
13, yeah. Because I've got that untrained add-on thing.
Which Rory needs.
Harori just needs skill.
Rubbing it into him doing a stealth mission.
Oh, I do have untrained improvisation. Sorry.
You do. So you can actually add your level.
Add my level. That's what I thought I could. Yeah. Okay, so a level plus dex or just levels? No, just level.
What's it say?
It says you learn to handle a situation when you're out of your depth. Impression bonus on trained skills is equal to half your level instead of +0. If you're 7 level or higher, it increases to your full level. Oh, so it is.
We'll still add your dex bonus then.
Yes, you do add your dex bonus. So instead of adding 0, you add your, but you don't add proficiency to it.
Yeah, because, well, you technically do because your proficiency is still 0. Because you're still untrained.
Oh, the base level of proficiency gives you +2, I believe, doesn't it?
Well, that's trained.
Okay.
As in, like, yeah, because you can be untrained, trained, expert, master, legendary. So.
34 for a heavy armoured warrior.
Okay, so Sandru claps you on the back.
So I say, why didn't you do that on the way up when you were climbing the wall?
Quite stealthily. And says that's what you and whispers, that's what you should have done.
I forgot.
As they seem to sneak all the way up to you, Jeremy.
Okay, well, basically, yes. As they approach, if they get close, I will give them the signal until they're ready, and I'll open the door. So therefore allowing Haori to continue basically straight in. I'll give them a signal that there's at least one, maybe two. I wouldn't expect more than two in there because I heard one run away.
Are you listening at the door when they're coming?
Yeah.
Give me another perception roll.
29.
29, okay. So, you do hear the sound of a bow firing.
Okay. He was shooting at the guy that ran away. He was hey, you left your post.
At which point, you remember that the guard you took down had a signal arrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, not much we can do with it now. We've already blown the whole mission. So. Which got to shine mop up.
2020 sounds like 2021 though. Yeah. So,
and you hear a slight whine as the arrow flies across the courtyard.
There you go. So.
I've got whistling arrows, but I can
Well,
whistling arrows are fantastic.
I know I've got them, but I haven't used them yet. The whole since level 1 I haven't. I was like, oh.
Okay, so I am going to do initiative at this stage because you get to do stuff.
Yep.
Stuff. Always good. He's got to add in the right session we're on. Okay, so we're playing Pathfinder. This is what I've got to do earlier.
Yep.
Session 65. Apparently keep trying to type Nashri instead of Nashru.
Have you changed your sex over the Christmas period or something? Maybe to a female elf? No?
Nashru's not like some.
No. I was about to say, I don't remember you dying. So.
Well, no. Technically, Nashru has died. It's just that he had enough strength of self-personality that he came back as a male elf.
Yes.
None of this female dwarf business or anything like that.
But technically he may look older than he did when he died.
Technically, yeah.
Well, so I think we worked out he theoretically lost about 4 years of his age. He went from 114 down to about 110. I'm not certain that makes a huge difference when you talk to an elf body.
True. Okay, so you get to make a I'm going to use your stealth roll as your ability to sneak up on him.
Initiative?
Yep.
Yeah. So Nashru's on 42.
What about Horori?
My stealth roll?
Yeah, stealth roll.
Stealth roll. 7 plus...
And you're stealthing up.
Same. This sounds my initiative, 24.
So 24 for Horori. What about Bog?
31. Which is my bam.
So Jeremy, you want to roll your same one for Sandru?
Andrew's got the same.
I'll put him down as the same as you for the moment.
Well, he got 44 then. Because I got a 19 on that roll instead of a 17.
So basically, currently play him just as you until we come up with another thing for him.
All good. Do you want me to? Has he got similar equipment, or do you want me to just lack of magical equipment?
We'll just assume he's got similar equipment until we come up with a build.
Happy with that? I've got no problem with that.
And I'll do Amico the same as Horori for the moment for the base abilities.
Yeah, it's fair enough. She's probably higher.
So give me initiative for her.
Initiative.
Using stealth. Though she's technically trained in it.
Oh, she got higher than Rory. Oh, 11 plus 28.
Okay.
And if she's trained, it might be 30 then, if that's the case.
We'll go with that for the moment. Okay, so Jeremy, you and Sandra go first. I'm assuming you are good at double teaming.
Yep. Okay. So basically they're coming down the corridor. So Nashville will use his first action to open the door as they approach.
So as you open the door, you do see that there is a guy down the stairs with a bow pointing up the stairs. There is a guy at the window with a bow pointing out the window.
Yep. I will indicate to Sanctuary you can take the guy at the window. I'll go down the stairs.
Okay.
So, and I will use second action to move stealthily down the stairs, because I can go same speed. He's got 45-foot movement for one action.
Okay. Let's see if I put initiative on this properly, I can then do the movement. Okay, so initiative. Actually put initiative on people. Actually having people in initiative would help. Hey, I'm actually in initiative. Okay, reconfigure initiative. We have. Okay, so looks like you open the door and the other guy goes first through because he held until you had opened.
Okay.
So he goes in and rushes up.
Yep. So, and that means he can get an attack in with, assuming the other guy hasn't acted yet in initiative.
Yeah.
The other guy will be flat-footed with surprise attack.
Yep.
So, 19 on the dice. I found a better D20 now, I can tell you that. So that will be where my, assuming he's using the rapier, a bit similar to mine. 19, 44, maybe 43 if it's not quite as good.
Okay, so 44 is enough to critically hit.
Okay, assuming he does similar things to that. 3d6 acid. 3d6 5d6. 10, 20, 25, 32 damage. Oh, hang on, it's critical, isn't it?
Yep.
So that actually gets doubled everything, doesn't it, except for the acid.
I believe it does.
Yeah. So that would then be 35, so 33, 68 points of damage. Which also meant that the other guy did take more damage from the sap that I forgot to double, because I only doubled the sap damage itself rather than the sneak attack.
All good. And he gets another attack.
He gets another attack, does he? Okay.
Yep. Goes one move, to attack.
Yep. Where am I? 25.
Minus 5. 5 for the attack unless it's
34 AC.
34 AC. 34 gives him just a normal hit, not a crit.
Normal hit, not a crit. Okay.
But still flat-footed.
Yep. And he will remain flat-footed after this attack until the start of Sanju's next turn. 10, 19, 28, 35 damage.
35 damage. Still going.
And that'll be Sandrew's turn then, I guess.
Then it moves on to Jeremy, and you rush forward.
Yeah, so I can move 45.
Let me just make sure I get your movement in there right. So your movement is... Just so it actually calculates it correctly when we do the movement.
All good.
So there you go, that's a standard move done properly.
Okay, and so that was 45, wasn't it?
Yep.
I thought it might be a bit short, that's a shame. That won't do any good or effect, will it?
Well, if I drag it any further, it shows you that it goes into yellow.
Oh, okay, yep.
So if you do more than one step,
Yep.
so it's green saying you're within your normal range, and when it goes into yellow, you're past it. And then
Yep,
if it sort of
that's
goes
pretty
into
cool.
red, you're in your third.
Yep, that's pretty cool. Then I will aim to just, keep moving past him and stop behind him at this stage. So,
Okay, so at that point I should give you a bit more map to see. Because he's actually at a strategic point of the map.
yeah, and well, okay, so that might be exactly where he ends up then, but but particularly because he's not attacking immediately, he's moved up with a stealth of 40. So,
And you can stealth while someone's observing?
but I can stealth at full speed, yep, and move in full speed. So basically the idea will be I can effectively, hopefully, ghost past him.
Okay, so that's what you can see, that there is an intersection just behind him.
Okay, so I will aim to then, basically move up so I'm behind him, and then I can also look down the other corridor.
At
both
40,
ways.
you critically succeed in stealthing past him.
All good. You'll never know I was there then until I step him in the back.
Just got to make sure that stealth will give me the chance to do that.
Assuming that he's, I don't know that critical would make much difference, would it? It's a case of he's seen or not seen. So. Well, actually, no, there might be critical, might be the difference between, what is it, the unaware as opposed to just unobserved or something.
Well, he didn't see you come into the room because you were stealthing to begin with.
That's right.
So yes, he doesn't notice you. You're managing to come right at him using the shadows.
Yep. And so I will be behind him then, ready to act as soon as he does something silly like try and fire a bow and summons him melee. I'll go for just square behind it, in there. So.
And Jeremy, you can see that there's the stables off to the side here.
Okay. But no one actually ready to shoot or anything like that in there?
Not at this stage.
No. And further up the corridor, there was still nothing further up there that I can see at the moment?
Nothing you can see at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, so Jeremy, the guy in front of you, let's see.
Goes to shoot? Or he goes to shoot at Sandrew?
You didn't see Sandrew.
He didn't see Sandrew either, didn't he? Okay, so he's still waiting for someone to come through.
Yeah, he's having a bad day.
You see me, but I haven't got my sword out yet, so I'm not a target yet.
Okay, so you see him. He spends an action preparing an arrow with a poison,
Okay.
and then he readies in action to shoot his bow.
Yep. I was going to say, does Pathfinder have the AO, so the attack of opportunity type stuff? I can't remember now.
It does. Technically, he has, as long as you've got attack of opportunity as a class feature.
Oh, it's a class feat type thing, isn't it?
It is a class feature.
So, yeah, so it's not
Warrior,
something
champion, and
that's fine.
barbarians, I'm thinking of it, I think.
So, yeah.
Fighters get it at first level. Everyone else has to choose it.
And I can choose, or fighters can choose it to get double reactions if you want as well, too. So,
Yeah.
but
Okay, pretty certain that Nashru does not have attack opportunity then. So,
Okay.
Well, you're sitting quietly behind him.
so I'm ready for it, but yes, I forgot that Pathfinder doesn't actually make that as standard for everybody. So that's all right. I'm sure whoever gets attacked by the poison arrow, they'll be fine.
Okay. So that is his go. So he's now got the delay symbol. And then we move down to this guy who's been stabbed. Drops his bow. Pulls out his own rapier. So that's an action to draw the weapon. It's not a free action.
That's right.
And then he tries to stab with his rapier. So, yeah, that happened.
Okay.
So, what's your armor class, Jeremy, normally?
My armor class is 33, so...
So, he definitely got a 38, so that made it upgraded to a critical hit.
But not a critically critical hit.
Not a card critical hit, because it wasn't already a critical hit to begin with.
Oh,
Yep.
Shaver.
So, it is a... let me see. So, it's deadly. So, does deadly add dice or upgrade the dice?
Upgrades the dice to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's depending on things.
What's it? Because I know one of them adds dice.
Yeah, so deadly gives you, was it, I know for example I get an extra,
Yeah, a rapier, deadly is an extra D8. Which
D8.
technically I didn't do it.
It's a magical-
Attack, so
it's a
with an extra
magical-
5 points of damage on the
yeah, so
that
that,
guy.
because unless it's like a greater striking or anything like that, it doesn't get any extra dice like I do.
Oh, if it's greater striking, you get extra deadly, do you?
Yeah, so if you got so for example with my weapon, when I get deadly, I get an extra 3d10.
Oh, it's the greater striking with add the extra dice for deadly as well, does it?
Yeah, so because if you got a striking or greater striking, it updates it between 1 to 2 or 3 dice. I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, I knew it updated for the standard attack, the standard damage, but it also updates the deadly damage, does it?
I've been allowing it 2 years to say that if you're going to have special weapons, it should do something special.
Yeah.
In that case, then it was a total of an extra 7, a total of an extra 7 or 12 total if you already had the 5. So, looking at it, not quite enough taken down, or maybe.
No, not quite enough. Close.
It's all worth a shot, no. But no, it's alright. I think we're wide to work that out, Jeremy. So yeah,
No,
I see.
that's all right.
So he got that would be 12 plus is 8, 20 plus it should be lower dice plus the 7 on the end. So that's 13 by 2, which makes it 26 plus 7 is
33.
so 33 damage to Sandrew.
Oh, Sandra.
Which is which means I can't actually apply it to his figure because he's got less than that.
Well, I'm assuming it's about the same hit points as Nashru, so if you like, I'll just put it on the side of him for the 19. That's easy.
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, I'll just keep track of it as well. Just make sure we both keep track. So
Nashru's got 123, so
yeah.
I would expect that Sandru would be similar.
And
Or
he
probably more really, but the
he calls out guards in the guards to the guard post out the window.
yep.
And that's his that is his 3 actions. Then we're up to Bug and Splat.
How far away am I from each of the UBs?
Well, you're about 15 feet from getting into the room.
Yeah. So
And
I've
another
got
15 to the closest enemy by the looks of it.
20. Each is a
Okay.
5-foot square. She's got 15 feet between them, but 20 feet to target them.
Okay.
Alright. But does moving there put me in line of sight of the other one, or can I see the other one at all?
Well, if you move to there and then scroll across to there, you can technically see both of them.
Okay. But I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Because I shouldn't know, but I do know that he's got a poison.
Well, it's certainly not unreasonable for you, given the situation, for you to delay and allow Harori to run in first. Like, obviously, Nashu and Sandhu got in basically without being seen,
Yeah.
but it would not be unreasonable for you to say, oh, no, your armor set the whole thing off anyway, you can run in first and take the hit.
Yeah, that's true.
But you don't know because I'm naturally so good at solving all your problems for you. It's perfectly safe.
Sometimes.
Well, except that
Exactly.
she just heard a yell of a warning, so obviously it's not all safe in there yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well-
If I move to that first, is that like a door, like an actual closed door?
No, it's an open door. Like what we've just gone through, it's still open, but yes, it is a door.
Well, if I move forward to that first square on the left just before the door, can I see the other guy?
To there,
No,
No, it's still inside the corridor she's talking about, I think.
the one
Yeah.
beforehand.
So the square to the left.
You want to move to there?
Or there, or like one more to the left of there. Would I be able to see that one enemy guy?
The one that's almost dead, you mean?
Yeah. I just want to throw a rock at someone.
It's very cool.
Well, that's the perfect spot to throw a rock at him.
So I can't throw a rock at him from inside the corridor.
You can hit either of them.
Well, the other better one would be to ensure that you've got room for Harori to run in behind you. If you're going to throw the rock at the almost dead one, why don't you run to the other side of the room? So therefore you're in the back corner and not in the way of anything, and then you can hit the guy that's almost dead.
Yeah, that's true. That sounds very 007. You like run to the corner and then turn around. Alright, do that.
Or
Okay.
at least depending on what your movement is, but I say, because the idea being, well, if you're actually running effectively 30, yeah, that sort of spot there, or maybe one in the corner if it's close, but yeah, either way.
So what's your move?
What's my speed?
Yeah.
5.
25? Okay.
Yeah.
So you should have been here to begin with, but for some reason it moved you forward 5. So 10. So that to get to your 25, that puts you there.
Well, just put it against the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright.
That way you're out of the way of Harori to run whichever way he wants to run.
And spot hands are a rock.
And you've got a rock.
I use telekinetic projectile to hurl it at the nearly dead dude.
Okay.
Is that just spell attack roll?
It's a spell attack roll.
37.
37 is a hit. It's a critical hit actually.
Ooh. 1d6 plus spell casting modifier. So I rolled a 5 plus. What's my spell?
I'm just looking it up. So I believe you're doing 6 level spells now. So it's 66 plus your ability modifier.
I don't think it matters if it's that sort of numbers. Looking at him, I think if you rolled 6 ones, it wouldn't matter. That would be enough, wouldn't it?
No, it might survive 6 ones.
I rolled.
But 6 ones plus ability modifier?
Depends on her ability modifier.
Right, so a 5, a 3,
8, 9,
a 4,
13,
A 5.
18,
A 6.
24 plus. You've got 4 or 5 for your ability modifier.
Your charisma should be. From memory.
Plus 4.
Okay, so 28 total.
You took his eyeball out. See, the rock goes straight through the eyeball, straight out the back of the head. And it's back claps.
Okay, so there's splatter and it goes out, splatter out the window.
Oh, splatter.
That's got to go up there. Well, we'll work it out anyway. That's fair enough.
So yes, you can see parts of his brains dangling out the window.
Nice. Flat would like that.
And I believe that ends your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we're now up to Amico. What's Amico going to do, Mark?
Miko's probably going to be on the stand at the same side, just below Slap, I think. And she'll just... Yeah, and just like... She doesn't want to be going forward too far. She looks at me going, off you go.
Well, technically she has a couple of moves, so...
Yeah, she's just in the corner there. She knows Nashri went that way, she just doesn't want to go around the corner, so she's not silly.
Okay, so Mark, you just dash on in.
20 feet each time, because I'm only 20 feet with my heavy armour.
Okay, let me see if I can fix that so it has the right movement.
Yeah.
I'll have to fix this properly later.
So I'm expecting to make a fortitude save or if I get poisoned.
Well, only if he hits you.
Yeah. So
there's one move,
yeah, and I'll go for 3 moves.
and when you get to there, he shoots at you.
Yep.
Okay, so he doesn't roll as well as he did last time, but he does get a 32.
Nope, 37's the magic number at the moment.
37.
So bounce off. And
So you have this splatter on your shoulder as an arrow hits it.
Hey,
There's a wet spot.
Splat won't be happy with that one. And I'll just go the last 20 feet from that, and then that's my move.
Obviously he's not catching up properly. Let me see, I forgot to actually move around to the right person. That would be why I didn't move up properly. And there's the last 20 feet. He was just 5 foot out of your range.
Quick draw. I said, now it's time I tell the sword, and just have the sword out now. Like, psh, no time for stealth anymore.
What do you mean anymore?
Hey, I thought it was stealthy.
So the song of Aurora sings.
No, we haven't got Richard here.
Wait, does the sword automatically play its own theme tune now?
It can.
No, we don't want that, Annie. No, thank you.
But it's doing that in Mark's head, so he's hearing it.
Okay.
I just wasn't aware of this development.
I wasn't aware until you just mentioned it either. So, no.
And fortunately, the rest of us remain blissfully unaware.
I know.
Maybe the helmet starts singing the song. Maybe then.
Possibly.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get it mentally in my head.
Together they do a duet for you.
Oh, it's just kind of. There's so much quiet in the dungeon. I'd say to
With
myself.
these voices from Splat every now and then joining in. A nice deep bass for you.
Thanks. No wonder my character loses mine sometimes. It's like, yeah.
Flat the
Okay, so it is Nashru's go. Sorry, Sandru's go.
Sandru's going to have a look out the window and see what's actually out there that apparently we're being warned about.
Okay, so what you can see out there is a big clearing, courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
About 100 feet across to doors where he can see people sticking their heads out and looking in his direction.
Now, well, he'll take a shot then, I guess. If there's a target,
There are targets.
he will pull out his short bow. So range is 60 foot, so that's a -2 as a more than 60, isn't it? Less than 120?
It's less than 120.
Yeah. So it's -2 per range will come in, isn't it?
I believe so.
So that would be 25, AC 30.
AC 30 is a hit.
Just shooting at the first one you've seen. Where am I? 2d6. He probably shouldn't get sneak attack for this, presumably. So 8 points of damage.
Okay. He takes 8 points of damage.
Looking out to get the first infinite action, wasn't it? So he's only got 1 action left. And then, having course, hopefully they'll stop momentarily. He's going to actually duck back into take full cover behind the window type stuff.
Okay.
And mention to the others how many you saw coming out across the courtyard.
So, roughly that's how far away it was.
Yep. So you'll basically say, yep, there's some coming across the courtyard 100 feet away.
Okay. Then it's up to Jeremy. It's Neshru.
Okay.
I've got his attention. So.
AC 37 with flat-footed.
Yep. Is a crit hit.
Attack 2d8 and acid. So that makes 7, 12, 18 times 2 is 36, 41, 42, 47 points of damage.
47 points of damage will hurt him quite a lot.
And he now remains flat-footed until the beginning of my next turn for everybody. I'll take another stab. 15. AC 35.
Normal hit.
Normal hit. Okay. Get a bit better with the D8 this time, I guess. Oh, no, so the D8 don't count, do they? So, that's a shame. Yeah, good. 4, 8, 10, 16, 23 damage. Yeah. Now we might as well keep going and see if we can take him out, and then Roy will be able to move in and take whatever's coming next. So, AC 29.
29 is still a hit.
Oh, that was a bit of long. 10, 20, 31, 38 damage.
That was a very, very punishing round for him.
And then I'll just tap, I'll say, yeah, I'm here. Presumably he'll turn around to look at me now.
Okay, so he drops his bow, pulls his sword, and tries to stab at you.
Mm-hmm.
I said try. So he gets armor class 21.
21 is a critical miss.
Okay, so he pulls out his blade and goes to stab you, but apparently he was doing too much of a swish with his swash, and his blade flies over Horori's head.
Nice.
Yeah,
I give the look off going, what the?
He was trying to pull it out as he spun around and turned, and yeah.
And so for his his last action, he pulls out a dagger.
Okay.
Rather nasty looking dagger.
Okay.
But that's him done. Okay. He shouldn't be in initiative anymore.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's not doing much anyway.
Robbie.
And that brings us to Bug.
Aww. Cool. So I've been told that there's a bunch of dudes coming out in the courtyard, yeah?
Yep.
But I don't know how they're gonna access us yet. Like I don't know what entry point they're gonna.
You don't know where they're going to come in.
But you've got if you've got range capability, you've got the ability to hit at them while they're still out in the courtyard.
Cause yeah, I was thinking like looking out the window, maybe doing visions of danger because I haven't used it yet.
Sounds impressive.
An illusion of horrific creatures fills the spell's area. The creatures look like tiny swarming monsters with a specific appearance of your choice. Burst deals 8d8 mental damage to each creature that's inside the burst when it's created, enters the burst, or starts its turn inside the burst.
At this point,
Sounds like a wonderful thing for an area effect outside type.
At this point, I will tell you that you may not get a chance to rest during this entire location. So, do you want to blow your big spells early?
I'm very confused at that. Maybe not.
Because you can use all your spells now if you want to.
Yeah, but then I'll be in this not I was in last time.
Yeah.
Well, but there is probably a difference in this one because a certain person allowed the alarm to be raised. They're likely to all come at us fairly quickly. So it's sort of yes, it's the sort of thing that we might be dealing with everything in the compound all in the one battle, but it's not necessarily going to take hours to get there because the whole thing will be over in minutes because they're all rushing to us.
Yeah.
Probably. So, yeah, so it's the sort of thing that if it turns out that there's a significant group out there that you could actually all hit at once,
you
it may not be
see,
a bad idea.
you see two.
Two
Yeah.
possibly doesn't count as a significant group. We've got no idea what kind of numbers we're actually dealing with. So.
Yeah.
You're being told to expect about 20 to 40 people here.
That's right. Yeah, total was 20 to 40. So.
And so you could use one of your big spells on two people if you wish to.
Maybe throw a rock.
Or something lesser that since there's only two of them, that you can still effectively slow down any reaction to the thing. So, but, yep.
That or
I just had the memories of everyone using the tentacles on the hobgoblins, one of the weaker opponents in the last book.
So,
we have to say either that or black tentacles if we wanted. But probably not worth using on two people.
well, depending upon that sort of thing may still be valuable in the sense that it's a big courtyard area, which if we don't need to get there, because obviously we've got more space down underneath the corridor we can go, that we may say if you just left tentacles running in the courtyard, it might interfere with their actions trying to get to us. So.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying you definitely use it, but I'm saying it's not necessarily wrong to use it.
Yeah. How far away are they from me if I look out the window?
Looking out the
Approximately
window,
100 feet.
they are about 100 feet.
Range on black tentacles is 120.
More than range then, yep.
And I can't see from the window. I can't see the entrance that they're running towards or anything.
I'm in the middle of drawing up maps for you, but you can't
Okay.
really see much.
But it looks like you might be able to see doors to what's presumably the stables that I could see. So not that you know I can see stables yet, but
Yeah.
so they may well be running for the stables, but next time Huroi should go and take the advantage to run around on horseback, chasing after the bandits.
It'd be kind of cool.
If Harori knew that he had the improved, what he probably used with his stealth in the first place, but no. But I didn't read my skill sheet. It's been a while, guys. Come on, settle down.
You could have done a Lady Godiva, come naked, no armor, just on your horse.
Well, it would have been sensible for a stealth mission to at least
Exactly.
put on your studded leather pajamas.
I don't have anything but... No. Splat wouldn't be happy with me not wearing it, so...
And that's not a bad thing.
I think Splat would be pretty amused by you naked on a horse, to be fair.
I don't think Bruce would accept it that way, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, Bruce might not like it. That's
No.
fair.
And apparently Bruce knows what Jack says as well, doesn't he?
No, they're more buddies, I think.
So Bruce would find it equally amusing.
I would
Yeah.
find it amusing, but he wouldn't like me sitting on him naked, that's all.
Be the one, yeah.
You've got a saddle.
Yeah. It's still the yeah, nah.
And so he'd be amused to be sat on him naked, and he'd deliberately try and stop, start, and be a stuttering gallop to make certain you keep running into the pommel.
Okay, so that's more of a view of what you should have seen. The guys should have been at the doorways. I had them a little too far forward.
Yeah.
So that means that your actual distance from you is, if I can get the distance thing up, is about 110 and 105 from Bug.
Yeah.
But what's the area effect of black tentacles?
But,
You can probably cover that area between those doors quite effectively.
20-foot burst.
20-foot burst. So yeah, if you put it effectively just towards the middle of that gap where between the two doors that are running out, don't try and stop the stables necessarily. You just go across on the other side of the courtyard and you're probably slowing down.
Yeah. Couldn't they just run right around it then? Wouldn't it?
No, that's okay. Like if it's a 20-foot burst, it'll actually go like where the two guys are at the moment. Like we've just made out of the door.
Yeah.
That's a 20-foot gap between them.
Yeah.
So you'll fill that gap with your tentacles. So they have to run through them if they're actually going to run across the courtyard.
Get to us, and then theoretically.
And they're probably going to be in an area affected with it anyway. If you can go 120 foot range. So.
Yeah. Alright, I'll try and shoot some tentacles across the courtyard.
Okay.
Like, tentacles, I just lost my card.
20-foot burst.
That's right, you got the cards now, I keep forgetting that. That's right, okay. Well, I'm looking for cards, and he's got her own cards.
3. So do I have to roll anything to do it, or does it just happen?
It just happens.
I think they effectively have hit rolls if anyone's in their area of effect, isn't it?
Yeah, they have to make fortitude rolls.
So yeah, Martin puts down a burst template. Oh, is that a 20-foot burst, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a 20-foot burst.
Oh, what's in there? You go. More than enough space.
Yeah.
When you think of a 5-foot square and a burst goes in 20 foot every direction.
Yeah, well, no, I was thinking 20-foot burst was 20-foot diameter, but it's actually 20-foot radius. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Bug is now Spider-Man.
Okay, so now I just need to check their fortitude saving throw. Which is going to be low. What's your DC?
I think they're on +4 for their fort saves.
So Jeremy, the dice have spoken.
So one got through, okay.
So what's the DC anyway?
28.
28. Okay, so he actually manages to only critically succeed, to not do a miraculous super succeed. So he critically succeeds, so he manages to get out of the damage. And the other guy, just so it doesn't have a chance of, oh well, that's close. And he gets the 30, so he succeeds.
Damn.
That's all right. It stays there. If there's any more going to run out, they may still be infected. So.
Yeah.
So that has 10 rounds.
Yep.
Okay, so that was our caster. Actually, she could not have done that because it was a 3-round cast. She had to move over to the window.
Yeah, I'll make it harder for you.
Alright, well, if 20 doesn't button, my bad. I'll just go throwing rocks at people.
Whereas you can throw 1 rock.
Alright. Well, I'll throw it at the dude up the corridor then. Can I just move into view of him and chuck a rock at him?
You can have done that instead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, so just looking at it, it wasn't actually a saving throw anyway. It was actually their fort DC was the attack roll. Like it was the there was actually spell attack roll for against them. So
Yeah,
back it up completely.
yeah, we did. That was what I was just looking at.
Just playing around. It was just a mission.
You just wanted to use up my natural 20s. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Was it 3rd one tonight?
Yeah.
So it's been at least 3 so far, I think. Because there was the hit on Sandrew.
Andrew's stealth.
So yes, Andrew stealth from the opening. Yep. So the
Okay, so give me an attack roll for Bug throwing her rock.
Yeah, it just hold on. 18 plus 18. I can't.
36.
Got it.
36 is a critical hit.
Feel my rocky fury.
I didn't realise
Look
that.
at- 6d6 then?
Yep,
6d6 by 2.
by 2. Probably.
3,
10,
1.
11. Did I miss the first couple?
2, 2, 5, 3, 1.
2, 2, 5, 3, 9, 12, 13. Well, it's at least 26 anyway. I think there's still a die there that I was missing. But
Plus the
plus the attack, actually, you're 4, so that's an extra, at least 30.
Wow. The room's not needling.
Well, I was going to say, it could be amusing. We'll have this running battle where we'll just keep standing just ahead of her, already lumbering along in armour.
Now, I suppose the question is,
Let's get rollerblades.
I had a quick look at Amico's original gear. She doesn't have any range weapons, so she don't. I think she might just wait.
Technically, she has archery, so she should have archers.
Okay, well, I'll let you sort that out. Maybe.
So, I mean, we've got to upgrade her at some point.
Yeah, I'll let
I
you.
was going to say, technically she has spells, wouldn't she?
She has bard spells too, but I thought I think it's probably needs an upgrade for probably a later session. So.
Well, first edition view of her was rogue slash bard
Yeah, so she has
slash noble. So
Yeah,
put a few slashes in there.
Yeah. Slash
So in other words, yeah,
sister. Yeah.
she's running along,
sister.
she'll try and avoid rolling an ankle.
What is this?
Oh no, she slaps him on the way past. Said, "Are you going to do anything?" And then
And then rushes past with the what are you waiting for sort of attitude.
yeah.
Actually, will say, don't get too far forward, don't know what's coming.
Well, she has her weapon ready to protect you.
she would do that. She has Whispering Strike. Yeah, I did give her that original.
Yep.
And then Rory with his sword ready and theme song singing in the back of his head.
There you go. Now, did I hear about anything? Did I hear about anything in the courtyard or anything like that at all?
No.
No. Cool. So
Because-
Amico might have mentioned that she went past.
Well,
she might have mentioned that slow coach and should have kept up. And I haven't get told the stables to our east. So
you can smell it.
I can smell the stables, but I have to run forward in front of Rico because I have to. Because I'm not letting her get in front.
Okay, so which bit in front are you going to be? Are you going to be in the stables
Is it
front?
coming from the stables or is it coming from the corridor? What do you consider in front?
Okay. Look, I move there, perception roll, and then I'll work out where I'll move after that. Is that right?
Perception roll, yep.
Yep.
So second action is perception roll.
20.
You can hear many horses in the stables.
I know horses can be bad when they want to be.
Amusingly, there is not enough space in the stables to stick all the horses.
You're a bit squeezed.
Yes, they pretty much have to be squeezed into every stall to have a chance of fitting them all. This is it. So if you look at those squares there, you got it set up to have 18 horses in there.
18. Huh?
Not counting the horses who are currently on patrol.
Right.
I've only got took horse.
And with the fact that the doorway you're in doesn't count as a space for the horses.
Okay, well, the immediate threat is the horses. Because that's the only thing I know. So I'm going to be on the east of her.
So just for amusement, I'll see if I can actually stick 18 horses in there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Someone
Well-
let Peter.
If they all count as squeezed, you can get 12 on a side.
Imagine the smell.
How many are we at there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now let's see. This would be why there are no reinforcements in there just yet. Okay, so that is the threatened space of the current horses.
Mm-hmm.
If I move east of Amico, I'm not threatened by the horses there, because there's that wall next to them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. I'll go to the east of Amico going.
You can see lots of horses all looking at you with the evil eyes of samurai horses.
Can I say, hey horses, see if I get a reply?
They're definitely looking at you now. They're all got their eyes squinting in your direction.
Shit. Charges the front gate. Yeah, that's all. That's my 3 moves then.
So what, you want your horse to charge the front gate?
No, not right now. No.
Who knows, you might succeed.
No, I'm pretending I can still talk horse,
Yep.
and I'm saying, hey, you want to be free? And I'll say something like that in free, just a free speech. Nothing, no action like that.
Bruce wouldn't need to charge the front gate. He can jump the front gate, surely.
Yes, you probably could actually. But
So you say you want to be free?
Bruce's soulmate might be in there.
yeah, I know where you're going with this, Annie. I know where you're going. Well, he's staying, so yeah, I know where you're going. I'm going to say, try to calm him down. I think more. I'm going to go.
We come in peace, shoot to kill.
I'll just say, hey, It's okay, horse. It's okay. That's all I'm just going to say.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. That's all right.
Well, maybe charm.
Well, I mean, are the horses actually all technically in sale, like in stalls?
No, because there's no way for them to actually fit in stalls the way they describe the stalls.
Performance?
Not a performance.
Nature?
Let's make it a diplomacy check.
Oh, I'm good at that one.
You're trying to convince the horses to be calm and not attack you.
And
His crew would disagree with you, Mark.
my first impression is a strong suit. On that creature rather than diversion for them.
Would you like to use one of the rerolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. First
Nine
one.
left.
First one for the night.
First natural one.
That's the Jade Regent dice too. So that's
I think he's trying to tell you something.
I think he's trying to tell me something. I haven't used that dice for a long time. 21, 14, 35, 32 total.
Okay.
But I'll make a really good impression if I pass it. Okay.
Apparently you made a good impression on the horses.
Oh, okay. I feel happy now. Horse Whisperer, as well as the broken one.
That might be why you're so broken.
Possibly, yes.
Okay, so we have our samurai whispering up to the horses. Currently I'm trying to move the template.
Well, you can probably delete the template if you accept template for the black tentacles.
Oh, it's going to be there for a while.
Oh, okay. It's not something you can effectively remove.
Oh, sorry, that's
Because
right.
it never
We didn't
got
actually do
cast,
it.
remember?
I forgot we cancelled it.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Okay, so Sandra yells out they've gone inside.
Okay.
And then he rushes to where you are.
Is it worth leaving someone up there shooting through the window to keep that courtyard clear?
Do you tell him that?
I'm suggesting, like I say, noting we've got to a spot here where momentarily we've got nothing attacking us. I'm just saying, look around saying, tactically, do we want to actually leave one or two up there to cover the window and stop the courtyard moving while we at least investigate down the corridor? Or leave someone near the door to the stables here would be the other option. And I figured that if they're at the courtyard, at the window, they can probably see if someone goes at the stables better.
Wait, are the horses our friend now, or they're just immediately attacking?
I believe the horses are neutral at least. Unless you attack them, they're probably not going to attack us.
And if they like anyone, they'll like Aurori.
Yeah.
As Aurori didn't say be nice to everyone else.
I know my first action is get the apples out.
Yeah. Nashru suggests Sandra stay at the window for a moment, and he'll go and check further down the corridor, see what's down there.
Okay.
And the idea that way he can be looking at the courtyard, and if anything's happening, if we get the main threat coming down the corridor, he can cover that way too.
So it's two moves to
two
get
moves,
down
I
there.
guess, then, to have a look. And
And you see there's a corridor heading down this way, and you're in what appears to be some sort of storeroom. You
is
can
there anyone in
see
there?
no one in here at the moment.
Okay.
So a large brazier on a tripod in the northeast corner dimly lights this underground room. 3 bamboo cages are mounted to the west wall, finished with furs and red reed mats. Several small kegs sit on top of the north wall, while shelves on the southeast corner contain baskets of dried mushrooms. Net bags of wild turnips and a few haunches of smoked meat.
How big are these cages?
Big enough to hold people.
Right. Yeah, I will effectively continue my second move to be looking down that other passageway.
Okay, so looking down the passageway, you can see what seems to be some sort of altar down there, with candles all over it.
Uh-huh.
But that's basically what your turn would be.
Yep, okay, happy with that then. Whatever, 25. So yeah, 33 stealth to get down to there. So if there was anyone looking down the corridor at me or anything like that. So.
Yep. Okay, let me just give you some draws to do. So next person up would be not him, he's dead. Oh.
I'll send a hand signal back saying it's currently clear.
Alright. Should we be heading in that direction, or are you just sussing it out?
Well, he was more going there initially just to see if there was any other immediate threat coming at us. So I'm just saying it's clear. I'm not saying which way we're going from here right now.
Yeah.
Just can I see how far down it is to this bolt or whatever?
No.
Well, that's what you're doing, sorry, Martin. Yep.
Can Splat make friends with the horses too?
I'm worried about that one.
You probably could quite make good friends with the horses.
Yeah. Splat have a little chat to the horses while we're hanging out here waiting for Jeremy.
You can have long words with the horses.
Cool.
Well, depending upon whether or not there might be people barging through those doors in a moment, but
Well, just while we're waiting for
the next opportunity, yeah.
Yeah.
And he appears to have lots of conversations with lots of swirly red eyes.
Yeah.
Oh
Raising a horse army.
no. I know where this is going right now. As soon as I make the courtyard stand.
Okay, so
Is it aiding horses of the apocalypse? Oh,
Okay.
it could be.
could be.
Apparently, the don't trust the grid lines.
Yeah, well, more or less. Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to have fixed themselves up again.
Okay, and yeah, so, and I'm not seeing anyone coming down the corridor down that way at all yet.
No, but the altar is this little
That
thing
thing
over
poking
here.
out, happy with that.
Can't really do a decent looking one, so that will do.
It gives the impression that's fine.
Mm. Okay. So we've got Bug and Splat having a good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're up to Amico and Horori.
Now, Rory's seen this new red-eyed horses, hasn't he?
Well, they all seem to be nodding away to Splat.
Splat's got it covered. I'm fine with that. Miko goes before me anyway.
Yep.
So I'll let Miko do her thing first. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay, so she wanders off leaving you. Because, you know, Nashru said it was okay to go that way.
Look, I'm not reaching.
Well, she only does 2 moves.
Okay. I'll move my 60 feet to be in front of her, hopefully.
There you go, there's your 60 feet.
Okay. Okay. Spat's got the horses, so I'm about far on that now. Well, Spat has conversation with horses, I know it's covered. So I now Spat works with horses, so.
And everyone else hears the horses neighing while your good and fearless samurai keeps hearing the horses going, Horori, 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 Horori.
So much better now than Dungeon, I keep telling myself. It's like, it's so quiet, I enjoyed the peace for a bit. I felt zenned out a bit there.
And you hear your theme music picks up with a bit of a guitar theme tune to it.
Well,
A very Spanish guitar sort of moment.
very much so. Okay, thank you. Do we have guitars in Jade Regent?
Well, they do have guitars, but no one's actually playing one physically. You can just hear it.
Okay. I'm kind of impressed, but kind of worried, but kind of getting used to this strange stuff happening to me, so it's okay. Some way.
So, Martin,
Yep.
from the window, can Sandrew see I'm assuming he probably can't see the door to the altar room, but can he see the door that's the other door that leads out to the courtyard that's visible on the screen at the moment?
Just trying to get camera where I'm not tangling up cables. Oh.
Because like just looking at what you've got visible on the map at the moment, the view that we can see.
So from where you guys are, you came in on this
Yep.
end.
Yep.
That is where the main
Main
gate
gate.
is. That room there is where you guys
Where
fought.
Sandrew is right now.
So
Yep.
he can see that courtyard across.
Yep. Can he see, what is it, a something or other that's the doorway that's opposite
So-
the stables?
If you have a look down there, you can't really see in there that well. You can see there's stables, but you can't see past the stables.
No, I'm talking about the door opposite the stables.
Opposite the stables,
Like
Yeah,
across
to
the
the east,
courtyard?
to the east.
Yeah, A8.
A8.
Did you see that door?
Let's see, giving you a line there. He can see the door, but he can't tell if anyone comes in and out of it.
Well, actually,
They have cover to him.
yeah, but the point being that while he's been there, he would have seen if the door opened and someone came out. Is that right?
He hasn't seen anyone come out. He hasn't seen it open,
And
unless of course they beat him on stealth.
that's good. Yeah, I've got no problem with that. It was actually just looking at the idea of whether or not we're expecting people to come running through from the altar room from the front door there. So. I think Nashville will mention the others then. I think, we want to keep moving forward to at least the next room to see whether it's like to be able to be, if that could potentially where they might attack to or
Give
from.
me a sec. Just going to take you out of initiative for the moment and move people around. Okay, where's my mouse? Here's my mouse.
And in which case, Sandrew will, assuming he doesn't see anyone at the courtyard, and come up and maintain the
Rear
rear guard at that room with the cages.
It does look like the cages get regular use.
Hopefully they won't get used tonight because we've been captured.
So you're trying to say hopefully that? Oh yeah, okay. A minute there, I was gonna.
Because either it means hopefully they won't get used tonight because that would mean that either we've been captured or the whoever the cages are being used for normally we haven't saved. So.
Okay, so
We won't get captured anyway. We'll probably just die, but that means anyway.
looking in this room, it looks like an ancient altar here, hewn from bare rock, stands near the the north wall of the chamber. You can see weapon racks are mounted on the north wall, either side of the altar. And one of them holds a row of lances,
Right.
and the other one is empty.
That's a pity. We haven't managed to get to the armory before them and keep their weapons off them because obviously these are where they're keeping the Lancaster when they go out raiding. So.
Well, you're supposed to have half of them out raiding.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if half of them have got lancers and the other one not the thing, then it means that yes, the guys who are still in the compound don't use the weapons that are in here. So they've probably got the weapons on them.
Yeah. And one of them appears to be a fancy lance. with scroll work in TN all up the length of it.
Can I read it from my? See from my
Yeah.
I'm sitting?
It's got lots of writing.
Can I read?
Nashville's going to keep moving forward to the other side of the room then, if there's no one in there. So you can get a look down the next corridor. Yeah, so we'll move up to that corner and look down that corridor and also look ahead to see whether or not there's anyone coming.
Okay, while you're doing that, Horori moves over to the Lancers and has a go.
Yeah.
Because someone has to. Well, Bug and Splat come towards you, and you
So you can keep an eye on the rear guard and also on that
So
door.
Amico and I looked at the lance because we're going.
Apparently the other fighter in the party is not maintaining the enemy approach checklist.
He's apparently
That
busy.
Santu will cover for him.
Miko's interested in teen stuff, okay? I gotta look after Miko's interests here.
Okay, so Jeremy, apparently looking down that corridor, it heads, you can have a moldy sort of smell coming down that way.
Okay.
So the one going south.
Yep.
Where they make the
And the one to the east is quiet.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll
so
actually take the opportunity to have a good listen on the fact that, hang on, they've got to be coming from somewhere, so we'll see whether or not see if you can hear which direction there might be activity. So,
okay, so you do know that this does have an upper story on this side of the complex.
you mean on the side that we've
Moving into
just come from, or just going to?
just going to.
Okay, yeah. So, well, it's all right. We haven't passed the staircase that would bring them down to us at the moment. So if we can hear them trampling above us, that's nice. But at this stage, it's still hey, which way are they coming?
I'm just trying to match up where they are. So I think I've managed to match up where they are, which helps. It's one of those frustrating things is it's not always easy to tell where the stairs go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so while you're looking at it, give me a history roll for
this
Mark,
is-
who's looking at the lance.
Yep.
What kind of history I've got? Warfare, nobility law. Law, which one? Which law? Do you, both 16 plus. So.
Give me a law roll then.
Yeah. 16 plus 9, 25.
25. Okay, so you can see what appears to be a historical lance used by some of the Ronin of the past,
Okay.
and basically it's a lance that's never broken.
Well, I can't take it now because the lance are big things. So.
And the reputation is that if the person's cause is just, then they will never fall in battle.
I know it's noticed here. I know it's not nice to carry a lance around right now, but if we clear this out, I'm keen to pick up that lance. I've got to feel it.
So yes, let's wait till after we've tried to
So it's in
clear the compound.
in the temple, isn't it?
It's in the near the altar, yes. I'm just going to quickly go to the bathroom and
That's
then I'll
right.
be back.
As we're going through here, Nashville suggests to Bug that maybe if that door obviously leads out to the courtyard, it may be worth chucking a black tentacles out there at least to sort of cover that exit, that passage.
Yeah.
So, I guess so. We've got a moment, so it's potentially worth just.
Taking one out.
So,
So is that like an open door though, or would I have to open
well,
the
you
door?
have to go there and open it and see what's on the other side and things like that. So,
Yeah.
but we believe that there was no one out there moments ago, but they may start. They may rush through. So it's potentially a worthwhile rear defence. So,
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Did you say 10 rounds or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
It's a 1 minute
1 minute,
duration, yeah. Okay. So it may not be quite so valuable. I think it was likely longer than that. So.
Yeah. I think my other one lasted longer, maybe. Hold on. Oh no, they're both only last 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe not. Up to you.
So I believe, who wants to go forward? And which way do you want to go, Jeremy?
Let's keep going straight across the back, I think.
Hey,
If it was smelling a bit mouldy down one end, that's probably one that's it's presumably a less used area, so it may be it's presumably a dead end. So
this altar, is
Yep.
it only teen writing I see there, or was it a lot of
Well,
teen?
there's no writing on the altar. It's only on the lights.
The altar, has it got any sort of statue or anything? Or?
If it is, it's been removed. It's only got candles.
Yeah, just the last question. I mentioned to Amico that we might want to pick up that lance before you head off.
Okay, so as you walk down, you find an area curtained off and a corridor heading south. You can hear the sounds of tables being pushed out of the way and booted feet coming from the south, getting fainter.
tables pushed out of the way, and they're running away from us. I know we're powerful, but they shouldn't know that too much yet.
Do you tell Harui this or not?
So you're saying that Nashville has moved on from the spot he is right now, is that right?
Yeah, he moved on.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I will.
So down this way is a curtain roughly above you here, and there's a passageway going south. And so it's like the room's being cut by a curtain.
Okay, but otherwise, there's a passage south, and a curtain above me, but otherwise it's a wall on the other side, is that right? Okay, so I'll have a look behind the curtain. Let's say, stealthily still. We're still looking at, unfortunately, not so good stealth roll, about your 33. Okay, yep. So basically I'll be having a look behind the curtain. I've been to, what is it, A12?
A room there in A12. Looks like a luxurious room.
Yep. Can I see anyone in there?
No, but it looks like people have moved out of here recently.
Okay, so the curtain was probably still moving as if someone had rushed through it, is that right?
You probably think they moved out of here the moment the alarm was set off.
Okay.
If anything, they will be getting...
So there was movement to the south, but so there's no other obvious exits from that room above behind the curtain, was there?
No other obvious exits in that room.
Okay. In which case then I will call the others forward and say, yep, it looks like they're preparing the defence. So it sounds like they're preparing the defence to the south of us. So
the description of this one is a row of curtain blocks the rear portion of this underground chamber, which is furnished as a bedroom with a magnificent tiger pelt rod on a wooden plank floor. A large bed with colourful wool blankets stands near the west wall. A large chest with ornate wooden saddle resting on the lid sits against the north wall. In the northwest corner, a spherical brazier hangs from a chain fixed in the ceiling. A decorated rice paper folding screen stands against the east wall.
This looks very nobility to me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I will, okay, call the others forward and say it looks like they're heading to the south, like they're preparing to the south of us. But I will, while I'm waiting for them to come up, I'll actually just take a check behind the folding screen, make sure there's no one hiding behind there.
You see what appears to be a entryway into a small crawlway behind the screen.
Oh, so not a door, just a small, like a trapdoor type thing, you mean? Like in the wall?
So what would take as a vent in a modern building?
Okay, yeah.
But a small crawlway.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy that they're not necessarily going to come out of that immediately or things like that. So,
give me a memory check.
That's not real flash. That's going to be.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. Wisdom save's gone. No. Lost it. Come on. Wisdom saving throw 25.
Okay, so you remember that there was supposed to be a hidden shrine here somewhere, and you're supposed to go there and find something in that shrine.
Yep, okay.
Which was more important than the bandits. The fact that the bandits were here was the reason you came here.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Does it look like that that vent has been accessed regularly or ever recently?
It doesn't look like it's been accessed recently at all.
Okay, I'm happy then that it's not someone hiding behind us at the present time, so we can come back and check it after we've effectively removed the bandit threat. So, and so then yeah, so I'm encouraging the.
Which is not really the TN way.
What's that?
Which you'd know would not be the TN way of doing things.
Of hiding and coming in from behind. Yeah, the logical way, the way people should act, because it's the safer and the more effective combat technique.
It was more of the if it is the shrine, leaving it, you might only have one chance. From the way they talk about things, people only stumble across them once.
Okay, well, it's right now. If that's the case, we'll lose it. But the Nasher is much more concerned about eliminating the bandit threat. Because whilst yes, we were trying to take out, we were coming here to try and find the shrine and things like that. We were also coming here to eliminate the bandits while they did the other half of the bandits.
Okay, well, as you step away, you see it start to shut behind you.
Okay. Well. Okay. Too late. Go on.
That's okay.
Look again later.
You didn't need the help of the people this time.
Well, okay, I'm looking at the fact that we're in the combat situation. There's no time to be looking for random things like inscriptions on lances.
I look at Amico. She looks back at me, and that's all I'm going to say. So.
Okay. So yes, you come out as the rest of them reach you.
Yep.
Shrine entrance. Okay.
And they say we're heading down whatever that south corridor is.
Okay. So heading south into the area.
Asher is happy to again lead stealthily.
Okay, so you walk into what appears to be a common hall. Huge logs support the ceiling of this large hall, which is furnished with tanned animal pelts and exotic carpets. Wooden planks line the walls, and several stools and benches are scattered near the stone fireplace. Two corridors exit the hall, north and west. West ends in a curtain, and most of the stuff around this room looks like it's being kicked over. So there were a few people here at one point. You can see stairwell going up.
Is there now? I heard them apparently retreating moments ago. Is there any evidence as to which way they were retreating?
You think they went up the stairwell?
Okay. So, and you said there was a corridor heading off to the west, was it?
There was a corridor heading off to the west, which you think will connect up to where you were looking earlier?
Leading out to the courtyard type stuff, you mean?
Yeah, where the door was.
Yep. Okay, yep. And I can't see anyone in that direction towards that door?
No, it's just a bad smell coming from that direction.
Okay. You said there was some curtains somewhere, did you?
There were some curtains blocking the end of the hall to the west.
Oh, okay. So I can't actually see the door. It's just...
It's blocked by curtains. There's a room there.
Okay. I will bring the others up to the entranceway to this hall, or like this eating hall, whatever you said it was. And while I go and take a look behind the curtain and just make certain that it was in fact the door just there and that there's nothing else behind the curtain.
I'll do a survival check, and can I find out how many people would have been in here?
Okay, give me a survival check while Jeremy's giving me a perception check.
22 for my survival.
40 on perception?
6 to 10. Okay, looking in there, Jeremy, you see it's a seems to be some sort of room divided into. The southern part contains a bed, a desk, and shelves holding an assortment of wooden flasks, pouches, and packets, while a circular shallow pool of fresh water sits in the middle of the northern section. And in the room with the bed has the door to the outside. Wooden panels line the walls and floors with an artistic lattice work of bright green moss decorated the ceiling.
Okay, so most important feature, no one in here at the present time.
No one in here at the present time.
Okay. I'll return to the eating area and so we're happy there's no one in the eating area. There was no tables, other doors. It's just leading up to stairs, was it?
There was other curtained areas around here, but you were able to look through them, and they just got tables and chairs, which look like they were vacated within the last 10-20 minutes.
Yep. Okay. And so the only other exit is staircase leading up. Is that right?
There is a staircase leading up.
Okay. I will go to the base of it, like stealthily up to the stairs, and see if I can hear anyone preparing or moving up there.
I might have a bit of a person that might be able to go up and check for you. My helmet can actually memory turn into a small bird or something like that.
It's but it really does change.
Huh?
It really changes.
Oh, I was going to ask it nicely, but okay. I'll just get options. That's all. So.
Well, you can do almost everything for everyone else.
Nasru's been scouting everything else, so...
Yeah, it's okay. I'll leave with Nasru. It's okay.
Okay, so I'm happy you kind of was doing it, but
No.
it's also probably not worth changing tactics midway through the fight.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so examining the stairwell, looking up, the stairwell is wet.
Wet. Wet with water, or possibly oil that's been there to put slipperiness, or...
It is wet with oil.
Oil. Can I hear anything up the stairs?
No. You light up the oil?
No. I didn't say anything. I didn't say it. I was just a motion in my hand. I have not said that. The sword is currently here.
You put the sword away.
I put the sword away at the moment. Okay. Sword's currently in its sleeve, in its sheath. It's not actually out. I'm making sure I'm nowhere near the oil as well.
Maybe it's fire retardant oil.
Send the samurai forward and find out.
Do you remember that web stuff we had in the last temple?
Nashu's going to
Forget that ever.
Nashu's going to point out the oil for the others to be aware of, while he carefully stealths up the stairs, aiming to avoid slipping, and see what he can see up the stairs.
Okay, I believe that is acrobatics, which you could be very good at.
I expect I'm pretty reasonable.
Is there any water down here, just in case?
Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah, they're in the other room, but he didn't tell you about it.
Okay, that's fair.
He hasn't told you about anything he's found so far.
No, he hasn't actually, no.
I've been telling you that there's not enemy right there, and the enemy are ahead of us still. So,
But,
what was I looking for?
I'm used to this from Nashru, it's okay.
So, yeah. So, yes, because Nashru's got the light step feet. He normally ignores difficult terrain when sliding or stepping. So, acrobatics of 33.
33. Okay, so you make it up the stairs without slipping.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that, give me a perception roll as you get up to the top.
Oh, bloody hell. 28.
Okay, you stand on a tripwire that you didn't actually see. They managed to get it past you. They're tricky little devils. As you hear a lantern bounce onto the stairwell behind you.
So, if we're talking a trap, he actually has 30. If that makes a difference.
In which case, he still manages to stand on it
Okay,
and hear a crash behind you.
Okay.
So considering it's after 10, that might be a good point to stop with the stairs on fire and Nasher at the top and everyone else at the bottom.
It's a great time to roll a 3 for my perception.
And the first time they actually got a trap past you.
I was about to say, it's the first time for a while from Nashru. It's usually Horori steps forward and gets smacked with the things.
Well, he didn't get hurt at all. The fire goes down.
I know.
And you see this rolling flame come down the stairwell.
Oh, no. I just shake my head and go, oh, well, here we go.
What? You mean they might know we're coming? How would that happen?
Well, I had 5 resistance on my armor by 10 for 10.
So you rush out.
No, I'm not saving Nashru. Nashru got himself in this problem himself.
He can burn his way out.
Oh, I might be able to heal him when he gets down, maybe. Depends how generous I am.
Coming towards us, not him though.
Well, he's at the top, so the flame, the oil
Well,
wasn't.
that fell down behind me, so if the oil is still at the top of the stairs, then maybe I'll get affected. But I don't think they're necessarily oiled all the way to the top. So.
Yeah.
But even then, I reckon I could escape the flames without too much problem because it'd be a reflex save to jump out of the way, and I got a fair chance of that.
And the trap was designed to hurt the people behind the leader.
I was a fair way now.
The leader being the first one up.
Bug flies.
Yeah, exactly. And let's face it, it's only normal fire. You're probably going to take a D6 or 2 of damage as you run up the stairs. Don't slip on the oil, but give the oil a moment, it'll be gone. It won't be slippery anymore either.
Black pride.
Okay then. Well, thank you very much, everyone.
That's all good. I will see you tomorrow night, Jeremy.
Will do. And otherwise, I'll see the rest of you either tomorrow or next week or the week after.
That sounds good.
Have a good night, all.
See ya.
Good night.